Good evening, and a very warm welcome to all of you on this, the second night of our 21 evening meditation series. We're delighted to have you with us here, and it's great to see so many of you, whether you're joining for the first time or you've already been meditating since a while. Everyone is welcome, and of course, it's always more wonderful when we can share this experience of meditation all together. My name is Jerome. I'm based in Switzerland. I work for a nonprofit in Geneva where I'm a director. And I'm delighted to be your host for the evening. Yesterday was our first session. We kicked off with an introduction to what is Sahaja Yoga, a little bit about this practical meditative experience that we call self-realization. And don't worry if you missed it, all of that information is available, of course, on the website, as is going to be all the material over these 21 days. So what I would ask you to do with me here for the next hour is to leave all of that aside, leave your day, the stress, anything that you went through, and just enjoy this next hour. So to do so, let's just get comfortable. It's really important to be comfortable when we meditate. We don't want to be focusing on neck pain, back pain, knee pain. And yeah, something that I should always point out is, for those of you who are new here, Sahaja Yoga is always free. You cannot pay for something that is a spiritual awakening. This is not a business. This is about really, well, to be honest, a natural experience. But I don't want to get too much into that because we will cover that later. Now, so just on practicalities before we go into the agenda, we have multiple breakout rooms. Now, we will have the opportunity for Q&A at the end. So if you have any questions, what I would say is for now, leave them on the side and save them until then. If you feel uncomfortable with English, we have breakout rooms covering pretty much every single European language and other languages in addition to that. So without further ado, the agenda for this evening. So we're going to start with an introduction to Sahaja Yoga. I think it's always important and it's always lovely to get the perspective from someone else for those of you who have joined yesterday. From then, we're going to go into the experience of self-realization. Because fundamentally, Sahaja Yoga is all about what you can feel. It's not about blind faith. It is about this real, tangible experience of self-realization. From there, to try and ensure that we can really feel and enjoy this experience and these vibrations, we will have a meditation with music. And then we will have a talk by the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, who is the lady that you see in this photo and on the screens. It's something that we do as a sign of respect. And again, we will share more about Shri Mataji very shortly. This will be a 1-hour session. It is recorded. So again, if for whatever reason you want to go back to it and so on, it is available on the website. Now, today's theme, and this is really important, is how we can expand that inner silence. Nowadays, with our smartphones, computers, anytime we're on public transport or outside, everyone is bombarding us, trying to get our attention. Everything in theory is free, these services, but in fact they're not. They are taking away our energy, our attention, and our time. So what we're going to try and focus on is going into the state of thoughtless awareness, and that is the state of meditation. So I'm now going to invite our co-hosts for the evening, Steve, Alexi, and Nika, to join me. If the three of you are there, fantastic. And if we could just get them on screen. So why don't you all perhaps take a moment just to introduce yourselves to our guests this evening? Steve, would you like to go first?
Yes, thank you, Jerome. So my name is Steve. I live in the USA in Florida. And well, I'm retired from a long career in finance. And now I spend a lot of my time on music and on meditation, of course, very important for me, and enjoying being a little bit free in the retirement years.
And in the retirement capital of America, Florida. Nika?
Yeah, hi, my name is Nika and I'm calling in from Slovenia. I also used to live in US for a while, 16 years in fact in California, but now I'm back to Slovenia, where it's really nice. I work at the moment, I have a job in administration at a research institute here. But by profession, I'm art historian, which I love also. And I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for a long time, so I'm really glad to be here to be able to share this technique with everyone who joined.
Thank you very much. And Alexei?
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexei. Originally, I'm from Ukraine, but I already live for 18 years in Czech Republic. I'm the father, have 2 children, and as well as I'm the founder of a market of ecological cladding materials in European part of this world, and I'm the CEO of my own company. And I'm practicing Sahaja Yoga since 1999.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for that. Steve, we'll hand over to you to give us an introduction to Sahaja Yoga. Enjoy the evening.
Okay, thank you so much. It's a great pleasure to be here with you all today, to share this experience of Sahaja Yoga meditation with you. And as Jerome said, and he emphasized very rightly, this is about experience. So these classes you will find are not about theory, they're not about philosophy, they're not about a belief system. They are really geared toward the experience of the state of meditation. And I like to emphasize that meditation is not an activity, really. It's a state of awareness. And we are either in that state or we're not in that state. And so today, for those of you who are new, you will get a taste for the first time of the way that Sahaja Yoga meditation actually facilitates and makes getting into that state of meditation very simple. So everything we do is very practical, very simple, and most importantly, it's effective. So my suggestion is always that you approach this a little bit like a scientist, that you do the experiment, don't really come into it with too many expectations or ideas, but really just follow along and observe the results of the experiment and see whether it works or not. As Jerome mentioned, this is not about blind faith or accepting some sort of belief system. It's about your own experience and the fulfillment of your own desire to feel that peace, to feel that silence inside, to feel that depth of our being. So very briefly, before I talk about how we get there, kind of the mechanics of it, I'll just mention that Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, again, the lady in the photograph, founded Sahaja Yoga meditation in 1970. And this was after the first 47 years of her life, in which she intensely observed what are the obstacles in all of us, in all human beings, that keep us from being able to access this state of peace and balance and connection, this enlightenment. And she even told her parents when she was a young child that this was her desire and this would be her life's work, that she would find a way to make this kind of esoteric and very rare experience accessible to everyone in a very simple way. So in 1970, she had perfected that approach and was ready to share it with people. And Sahaja Yoga began really with her holding programs where she would give this experience to people. And it spread from there to the point where many people all over the world are now sharing the experience that they are having, that we are having with people who are interested. And that's what we hope to share with you today. So to access that state of meditation, there is a sort of mechanism inside that allows that to happen. And if we could put up the slide that shows the chakra chart, I'll just explain very briefly how that works. Thank you. So on this chart on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see a few main components. This is a very simplified illustration of a system that we have within us. And again, I would say take this as a hypothesis. The hypothesis we're putting before you to test in your own experience is that we have this system of energy inside. So the main components of this system are that we have three vertical channels. You see the blue line on the left side of the body of the person in the chart, the yellow vertical line on the right side, and there's a clear line in the center. And these are channels of energy. We're not going to go into a lot of detail on those today, but I wanted you to know that they're there, and we'll talk more as the course goes on about what they do. The second very important thing to know about the system is that we have 7 primary energy centers in the body, starting at the very base of the spine. You see those sort of flowery objects with the numbers and the colors on them. They're starting at the base of the spine. They exist along the spine, inside the head at the forehead level, and at the top of the head is the last one. Now, these energy centers govern, each of them governs some aspect of our awareness, some aspect of our personality, and also has some relationship to our physical body in that region, in the region of the body where they exist. So to give you a simple example of the way that these energy centers work inside of us, each one of them has some beautiful, natural, subtle quality, which when we're in balance, just spontaneously expresses itself in us. To give you an example, the 6th chakra here, the 6th energy center, is related to the quality of forgiveness. So probably everybody here would agree that forgiveness is a good thing. That's something to encourage in ourselves and in each other. So that's part of our value system. But at the same time, we may see that in practice, we do get angry, we do get irritated, we do find it hard sometimes to forgive. The heart energy center is where we have our expression of love and compassion. We probably all agree that love and compassion are a good thing. But when we observe ourselves, our behavior, our thoughts, we may find that we don't always feel love and compassion. So why is that? If these are natural qualities that exist within us, why are we not able to access them? This is because those energy centers, if we could keep the chart up for just a moment, that would be helpful. Those energy centers inside of us can get out of balance. They can actually get somewhat obstructed. And when that happens, just through the complications of life, we sometimes get out of balance. Then we find it hard to access those qualities, which are natural and spontaneous and really are a part of us. So how does that change? So the key final component and most important component of this system, if we could bring the chart up again, I don't think people can see it now. At the base of the spine, you'll see there's a little triangle which represents our sacrum bone. And inside the sacrum bone, there's a coil shape, which represents an energy inside of us, which you can think of as our spiritual energy or a life force. It's a very subtle but very powerful energy. And when this energy, with its very healing and balancing qualities, rises, it passes through all of those energy centers and begins to heal them and bring them back into balance. And as that happens, those subtle qualities that I've mentioned and others, the qualities for each of those energy centers, begins to spontaneously express itself. So it's not a matter of saying, I should be more forgiving or I should be more compassionate. It's just that when it comes into balance, we just spontaneously feel that way. So when this energy rises through all of the chakras and comes out through the top of the head, this is when we go into meditation. This is when that state of meditation starts to be available to us. So again, it's something very practical. Either we're in meditation or we're not. If the energy rises and passes through the whole system, we can access that state. And if it doesn't, we can't. Fortunately, in this system of Sahaja Yoga, it's very simple. It does happen. You don't need to worry about whether it's going to happen or not. It's very, very simple. And so as we take you through the experience in just a minute, you'll see that it's just best if you relax, follow along, and observe very objectively, just observe how you feel. And I think you'll find that it's a very beautiful, very soothing experience. So that's what we can expect today, is the awakening of this energy and that initial experience of the beautiful and soothing feeling that comes with it. So with that, I'll turn it over to Nika to lead us through the experience, and hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. So yeah, I hope everyone is ready to try this exercise. We did the same exercise yesterday, but we'll do it also today. So if you weren't here yesterday, no problem. I hope everyone is sitting comfortably, no painful positions. It doesn't matter, you can be sitting on the ground or on the chair, as long as you are not having any pain in your body, which will draw then attention to that pain instead of where we want our attention to be, on these chakras. It's also great if you can remove your shoes if you're wearing them, so the connection with the earth energy is better. And when we sit, we'll just place our hands, the palms are opened up like that, facing the sky, we could say, and they can rest nicely on your lap. Left hand just stays as it is, and the right hand will do all the work. While we'll be doing this, we have the slides, if you can put them up, just so everyone can see where we are putting the hand. Our tech team will bring the slides in. While we're doing this meditation exercise, we can also keep our eyes closed. It really helps us with distractions around. So our attention then has much easier job moving inwards towards our subtle body. So we'll start like it's on the picture with both hands on the lap, and then we'll place the right hand to the left, actually to the heart, where our physical heart is. This is where we'll start. Then we'll place the hand lower down to the abdomen, then further down to lower abdomen, where the hip, at the hip level, where the leg touches the torso, then back to the abdomen, the heart again, then the neck. When we come to the neck, it is really good to wrap around here where the neck and the shoulder meet, and you can move your head slightly towards the right to open up this area a bit. Then we wrap the hand around the forehead, and here we can lean our head a little bit, let it rest on your hand. Then the hand goes backwards at the back of the head, here right at the back, and again you can rest your head now, leaning back a little bit. At the end, we'll finish by placing, we stretch the palm like that, stretch it very firmly, and then with the center of the palm, press at the top where we were, when we were babies, we had a soft spot. So right here, we press with the center of the palm, and then we do a circular massage, we could call it, but strongly, we massage very strongly this crown chakra in a clockwise direction. So if we would imagine having a clock here facing upwards, the hand will go like 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. So this way. So just we massage this part really strongly, so we move the scalp. All right. Now, hope everyone is ready. Place your hands opened up, palms are resting on your lap. You can close your eyes now. And before we start moving our hand, Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And when you exhale, just allow all the tensions in your head, the shoulders, the neck to relax. And again, inhale and then exhale. Again, allow all the tensions to leave you. So we'll start by placing the right hand to the heart. And while doing this, we'll be addressing, while doing this exercise, we'll be addressing our motherly energy, this Kundalini energy, which Steve was describing, that needs to awaken, needs to pierce through all our chakras and exit here at the crown chakra. And we can address this motherly energy as Mother Kundalini. So here at the first stop, we will ask, Mother, am I the spirit? So am I the spirit, or am I only this body, the emotions, the thoughts that I have, or the roles that I play in life? Or am I something beyond this, something spiritual? So for short, a few times, just ask yourself, silently within yourself, Mother, am I the spirit? Mother Kundalini, am I the spirit? Now we'll bring our hand lower to the upper abdomen. And here we'll ask, am I my own master? Meaning, can I lead myself in life, or am I dependent on desires? And do I do things that I don't really want? Do I have control of my life, of things that I want to do? So for short, we'll just ask a few times, am I my own master? Then we'll place hand further down to the lower abdomen. And here we'll ask Mother Kundalini to please give us the pure knowledge, the knowledge that is absolute and that brings us this spiritual knowledge to realize who we are. So we'll repeat a few times silently within ourselves, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Now we will hand to the, and now Kundalini is starting to move upward path, the chakras here. We can say the affirmation, our own master, open up this chakra, this place. Mother, by your grace, I am my own master. Now we'll bring hand up to the heart chakra. We will affirm that we are the spirit, this body, the emotions, mind. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am. Mother, I am this pure spirit, which is pure joy and awareness. Place our hand to the neck, to the area where the neck and shoulder meet, slightly to the right. And here we'll have negative feelings that we may have towards I'm not guilty. We don't condemn ourselves. Many times you can repeat here, I'm not guilty. Silently with love. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am not guilty. Now we'll place on the forehead. You can rest your head on your hand. And here we say, I forgive. I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. This chakra gets blocked when we don't forgive, when we can't let go of hatred or anger. But that will not help us achieve this mental silence. So at least from clearly, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. And to the back of the head, rest your head now on your head. And here we'll ask Mother Kundalini for anything that we may have done on our spiritual path, that obstacles on our spiritual. So simply without thinking what that could be, just ask a few times, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me. Mother Kundalini, please forgive me. We'll place our hand top the crown. Spread your fingers, press hard, and massage slowly clockwise. Slowly but firmly. And here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me knowledge of myself. Please give me my self-realization. And make at least 7 slow circles. Keep asking, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Once you're done, keep your attention on the head and pay attention to that we just pressed on the crown chakra, palms on your hands. attention to the sensation there. Now, again with your right hand, go to the crown and slowly lift up your hand. There, it can be 30 centimeters or more. Just find a spot above your crown chakra where you can feel a cool, could be warm breeze, change in air. Strongest, keep your hand. Now we will bring and take the same thing. Just go above your head.